Happy Monday, everybody. It is me,
And Gianni, how you guys doing today?
and we are here today. We're going to have some fun. Gianni, as anybody that's watched this knows, is really one of the most knowledgeable guys when it comes to this sport, indoor soccer.
I appreciate that. I try.
It's impressive, dude. That's why you got a big office, and
I started decorating it too.
yeah, I saw that. You're making it your own. It's,
Pictures going up there.
I think that's a wonderful thing, man, and it's well overdue for you.
I appreciate it.
I mean, the whole 2 months here, you've been grinding it out. Anyway, just joking. I want to apologize for my hair in advance. I'm due for a haircut. I was wearing a hat earlier, and I don't have the hat with me. So I apologize, but, you know, I'm not in this for the fashion sense of it, Johnny.
Clearly, because you have no pants on.
I don't want to stand up right now. That's very true. And you're welcome for your view. Blast fans, I want to tell you, looking at the standings right now, Gianni, the Blast, we're in 5th place in our division.
We are.
Or conference. I don't know. I guess it'd be conference, right? There's 2 conferences.
Yeah, Eastern and Western.
Yeah.
Because they changed it. It was divisions, and then this year the MASL just went into 2 conferences.
Correct.
8 teams each, top 4 make it.
Listen, we're at number 5 right now.
We are.
We're about a quarter of the way through the season.
Yeah, we're a third.
A third.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of time left to make our move. You know, the key is finishing in the top 4. You're in the playoffs, and as any Baltimore sports fan knows, where you're seated in those playoffs doesn't necessarily matter.
That's right.
Does it, Gianni?
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Any given Saturday, as we're going to say around Baltimore from now. Real quick, we do want to say to the Baltimore Ravens organization, you know, well done. It's a shame the way the season ended with that horrific playoff game. You know, the team didn't play well.
No, and I think Lamar, if you think about it, this was his first full season as a starter.
Yes.
He just turned 23. I actually anticipated the Ravens season this year. I thought it would happen next year.
You know, a lot of people thought that, Gianni. It's funny that you say that. Even in the national stage, some of the broadcasters were like, you know, is this a year too early? Does he have enough big game experience under his belt to be able to swallow that down? And it's just like any other game. And you know what? There's a lot of things that go into a professional sports team, win and loss.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot of things. You can never, I mean, there's 11 guys on that field. To say it's one person's fault or one person's achievement, I've never agreed with that.
And the thing is, you know, I think going forward with the Ravens, they got a lot of young guys.
Yeah.
The salary cap right now that they have is probably the best it's been in years.
You mean, it looks good.
Oh,
we don't
God.
have.
We can sign players.
Right.
We can hold on to that space. We can extend the guys we have. There's a lot of things the Ravens can do that they have not had the luxury of doing in years past. So this is going to be an exciting time. And from a Blast standpoint, you know, we're going back and forth with this MLK Day game. This is going to be a problem that we're going to have probably for the next couple of years.
Because well, the Ravens in the playoffs.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So we're going to have to talk to the team, and talk to the league and see. Yeah, we're going to have to really be conscious of how we schedule our home games. And
you're very right, Gianni. And you know, enough. Congratulations to the Ravens. We're here to talk about Blast. Stephen Johnson has a question. Have we heard of any talks to a new arena in Baltimore or counties? Possible move Blast along with the ECHL expansion hockey team.
ECHL is one tier lower than the AHL.
Right.
The Skipjacks used to be in the AHL.
Correct. I do remember that. However, I think that
I've never heard anything about new arena.
I've never heard anything. I think that CQ Arena is a great arena.
Wouldn't be a hockey arena, but
right. No, couldn't be a hockey arena. But you know what? We'll figure all that out as time comes, and go from there. But right now, let's get into something else, Gianni. And we're here to have fun today. The Blast off this weekend.
Yes.
A rare weekend.
Yeah.
Really. You know, once the season starts, you usually don't get a weekend off.
No, you don't. And we didn't have an away game, home game, nothing.
No.
Let me just real quick also say, you know, last time we were live, we had mentioned we're going to have some big announcements today.
We're this close.
Yeah, we have to wait.
We were this close.
Yes.
Now let me see if I can do this for people. We were that close. Now we are this close.
But, you know.
You know how hard that is to keep them from touching that close, Gianni?
That is very important.
It hurts, actually. I'm not doing that anymore.
All right, so we're not going to do anything today.
There's nothing to announce today.
Some people think that there are, and they'll take it upon themselves to announce.
People can do whatever they want.
They think they know the ins and outs of everything when they don't.
Right. Well, Gianni, how long have you and I, between 98 Rock and this, been dealing with the public? Long enough to learn that they're usually wrong.
Yeah.
And they're usually the loudest of all.
And they're the ones that think they know it all.
Well, listen, real soccer fans, real Baltimore Blast fans, and we're talking about going back to what year was opening year for the Blast? 79? 80.
I still have my ticket stub at my house
for the first game
when they played the Chicago Horizons.
You sure they were called the Horizons
yes.
then?
Yep. Chicago Horizons.
Was there 2 Chicago teams?
They became the Sting after that. Because the Sting was in the NASL. The MISL had Chicago. I know what you're doing here. The Chicago.
Pretty good, aren't I? Well, don't give it away yet, Jack.
The Chicago Horizon was the MISL for the Chicago team.
I just said jackpot because I'm worried so now not to curse on this.
You have to be
because I've been asked not to use adult language.
Yes.
That's a whole funny story, by the way. Anyway, we want to give Gianni a quiz. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, everybody who is our. There he is. Clearly a Packer fan who we're not real happy about. But I want to see the Packers win last night, by the way, over Seattle. And maybe because my youngest son loves Seattle so much. And what a horrible father I am, huh? Okay, so Gianni, we wanted to give you a quiz. The MISL officially started in what year?
79-80.
That is incorrect.
78. I'm sorry.
You don't get a second chance. You get your answer. So Gianni has one wrong. All right.
That's not even what we're quizzing on today, though.
Well,
Right, go ahead.
That's
go
the
ahead.
history of indoor soccer.
Go ahead.
In the original 78-90, now
Should we tell them what we're doing, though? We haven't even said what we're doing.
We are quizzing Gianni on the history of indoor soccer. There has been a couple leagues. There has been the MISL, there has been the NPSL, the MISL 2,
yes,
and the NISL MISL 3. And there is and where we are now is the MASL. Gianni is a master in all. We are going to now attempt to question his knowledge. And feel free to play along at home. If you have an answer, you're going to be a little behind us. So don't feel bad. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the quiz. You got the first one wrong, which was what year did the whole thing start? In that season, in those years, the MISL original league went from 1978 to 1992.
Okay.
Give me the name of a Buffalo franchise.
Stallions and Blizzard.
He is correct, ladies and gentlemen.
I actually had a Buffalo Stallions jersey as a kid.
There are 3 New York teams that survived in that era. Give me 2 of those.
You got the New York Arrows, the New York Express, and the New York Cosmos made a brief appearance.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is right again. Give me a Phoenix name.
Phoenix Inferno, Phoenix Pride.
He got both of them. I only wanted one. Pittsburgh.
Spirit.
He is correct. St. Louis.
You could go Steamers. You could go Ambush.
Enough. We get
And
it.
you could go Storm.
Here's one that I think you may not know.
All right, go ahead.
Detroit.
You could go Lightning.
Okay, we get it. Jeez.
Wait a minute. You could go Lightning. You could go, hold on, Rockers.
I don't even have that one.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
that's amazing. Golden Bay.
Earthquakes.
Hartford.
The Aliens.
Oh my God. You're such a dork. Minnesota.
Strikers.
This is unbelievable. Los Angeles.
Lasers.
Las Vegas.
Americans.
They were in 2 years.
They came from Memphis and they went to
Okay.
Vegas because, Keith Van Aaron was the starting goalie with Alan Mayer at the Las Vegas Americans.
I'm going to go ahead and check off Memphis a while.
That's where we got Stan Stomakovich from.
That's true. New Jersey.
Rockets.
Wow. This is impressive. Tacoma.
Stars.
Wichita.
Wings.
Cleveland.
Force.
Give me another one from Cleveland.
Crunch.
Cincinnati.
Kids.
Oh my God. Give me 2 Chicago teams.
Or you can go Sting. You can go Horizon.
Good.
Storm.
Baltimore.
You could go Blast. You
That's
could
it.
go Spirit.
Well, you're right in that. Okay.
And the Blast came from Houston, and they were called the Summit.
He's just bragging at this point, but he is correct. Kansas City.
Comets or the Attack.
All right. Atlanta.
I don't remember Atlanta ever having a team in indoor soccer.
Atlanta team was the Kansas City Attacks.
That was okay. Wait a minute. That was from an old. That's not a league that we cover. It's an AISA league.
No, it was an NPSL league.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay, and they went. Okay, they went from. Okay, they did go to Kansas City because Goran Savage was the coach, I believe, and he went with them, something like that.
In the NPSL, what was the Chicago team's name?
I want to go either Power or Storm.
Both are incorrect.
What?
Power is right. There's
that?
3 teams, though. Give me one other out of the 3.
Well, Chicago Storm.
No, not in the NPSL.
Riot, maybe?
Nope.
They had to Riot. Chicago.
Begins with a V. I'll even help you.
Oh, didn't they have like the Vultures or something?
That is correct. Yeah. Cincinnati.
Silverbacks.
Very good.
Wait, you forgot in the original MISL, the Philadelphia Fever.
They're in there.
And the San Francisco Fog and the Denver Avalanche.
I just moved on because you got all of them. Dallas.
Sidekicks.
That's everyone, right? No, one more. St. Louis.
Oh, we got the Steamers.
Nope.
Ambush.
Nope.
Storm.
Yes. You got
all St. Louis.
By the way, you got everyone. Except what year did it start, which is pretty amazing. All right.
Pete Rose was one of the minority owners of the Cincinnati.
I absolutely knew that. Okay, we're going through some questions right now just to take a break. The Rockets and the Blast had a great rivalry. Do you remember that?
I do remember. That's when Fink scored his 7 goals.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Against New Jersey. Yep. That's true. Were you at the game? I was.
I probably was. I mean, we went a lot just because of my father being on the police department.
Yeah.
And our soccer team was always down there.
Right. Did you ever play in the hallways? The little balls?
The little orange balls.
Yeah, they were.
My buddy Brian Stewart, who I grew up with, he lives in Florida. And he actually sent me a picture. He still has the original orange ball that we used to buy as a kid.
Oh, I'd kill for one of those.
Yeah, he still has it. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Look, a lot of people playing along and remembered a lot of answers now that we scroll through that we were asking. Okay.
Here we go.
I want to ask you a couple weird questions now.
Okay, go for it.
Tell me a team name from Louisville.
From Louisville. So this is before NP.
This is in the NPSL.
Okay, well, then this is before we joined.
This is 1984 to 2001.
Oh my gosh!
Is when the NPSL went on.
Okay, so that is like, oh my goodness, that's before we were even involved in that league. Oh boy, I will pass and I'll come back to that.
What city did I just say?
Louisville.
The answer was Thunder.
Okay.
I don't think you would have remembered that.
Well, see, that's the thing.
They weren't. We didn't play against them.
Yeah. So.
Right, I got you. Toledo. I knew this one.
How?
I remember this name.
See, but here's the thing.
You're going to know it once I say it.
Because we didn't do anything against it. So I'm thinking like teams we played. So we didn't really.
We played them.
We never played Toledo.
Yeah, we did.
We never played Toledo. I'll bet you right now. I'll bet you lunch. We never played Toledo.
Well, I don't have time today for lunch, or I'd beat you on that. But it's the Pride. You don't remember the Toledo Pride?
No, we never played a Toledo team.
I think we may have played them in playoffs or something.
I strongly disagree.
Toronto.
They had the hold on. They were the Metro. Shooting Stars.
Wow, that's impressive, dude. Yeah. Florida.
Florida had they had the Tampa Bay Terror.
Nope, this is named Florida.
Oh, is it? Hold on. Thundercats.
Wow. Edmonton.
Drillers.
Wow. Detroit.
They were the Rockers.
Who was the original Wild Samoans manager in the WWE?
Captain Lou Albano.
I thought I could throw one into this Rain Man.
Alpha and Sika.
Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
Their wrestling school was up in was like where Ski Montage is. Like,
I have to ask you this: how old were you when you finally saw a naked woman?
Okay, so here's a funny.
Correct answer: 27. I have it right here.
Let me just tell you a quick story. My buddy Scott Mitchell, who pops in here every once in a while. I joked one time that they used to sell this refrigerator. It was a Han Solo frozen in carbonite refrigerator.
Right.
It was like, it would be perfect like in a bar, basement, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I really want to get that. And he made the funniest joke. He goes, it's amazing that any woman would ever want to see you naked.
Exactly, dude.
Actually, he said something worse. I'm trying to keep it clean, but.
By the way, Mark Mazaros, who may be next to you the most knowledgeable guy, said that we never played the Toledo Pride. I don't know how. Maybe a friend of mine played for them, and that's how I know the name. I don't know. Possible. Somebody I grew up with or something. All right, let's keep moving along here. Chicago had a name in the NISL-MISL merger years from 2008 to 2014.
That was okay. Well, they were the Riot.
That's one. Can you give me the other name?
Well, they were. Hold on, the Power.
Not correct.
They were the Storm. They were the Power. They were the Riot.
Toledo's not our media guy.
Out, Dan. Nobody wants your input.
Geez, hold on. I got to think here. So they were the Horizon. They were the Sting. They've been the Power. They've been the Storm. They've been the Riot.
Yeah.
Mustangs.
That is incorrect.
They were the Mustangs as well.
Not in this one.
What do they have down?
Soul.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Massachusetts.
Twisters.
Wow. It's ridiculous, dude. Gianni, we're going to take a little break from trivia here because we want to thank one of our sponsors, Mickey Coachella Comedy. What a great performer. If you haven't seen Mickey Coachella do comedy, do yourself, that's not in the script, excuse me. Do yourself a favor and get out soon. Mickey Coachella bringing laughter to all those who want to laugh. And now back to our show. You know, Gianni, there's very few people with the knowledge you have of this game. I want to ask you an honest question.
Yeah, go for it.
When the leagues changed and they started messing with the rules to try to make the game more exciting and they went to a 3-2 and 1 point game, did the game cheapen to you at that point?
I know a lot of fans did not like. I as a kid, I think you find it exciting because you were never out of a game.
Yeah.
Prime example was one night we were playing Detroit, and Andy Chapman, who used to play for the Blast,
remember Andy?
Was a player coach. He was an assistant coach. He played. He was an assistant coach with Detroit. They were winning that night 24-13.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter with like 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
And we had a guy named Kevin Smith. We put Kevin in.
Went on to write 3 hilarious movies.
He came from Dallas. He played for Dallas. Cooper brought him in here.
Yeah.
Put him in as 6 attacker.
Yeah.
Barry Stitz scored like 3 3-point goals.
Yep.
And we scored like a 2-point goal. We did all this in like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And tied it, and then we won in overtime. So we were down 24-13, and we won in overtime 26-24. Yeah. And, I mean, so you were never out of a game, but, you know, I didn't really care for the 3-point goal, the 2-point goal.
I didn't either. I thought, well, this is why. Those that have played the game and love the game realize how hard it is to score a goal.
Yeah.
And realize how hard it is to stop a goal. You know, that's why soccer, you rarely see it, 8-6,
right?
Which is a good baseball game.
Yeah, exactly.
But in a lot of ways, it's a terrible soccer game because you're not seeing any defensive skills and things like that.
Talk about the rule changes. When you and I were kids in the early 80s, the goals in MISL were really small.
Much smaller than they are now.
Really small. And then they started making them bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of took away from it, too.
Do you know, every international person I ever talk to, they always say, I don't understand America's need for scoring.
Yeah.
They don't understand the game.
Mm-hmm.
And the drama that comes with watching something build over 7-8 minutes. It's like when you watch a team, and I'll give it to somebody. I'll give this example I've given many times. A team's trailing by 5 in an American football game.
Mm-hmm.
And John Elway or Brett Favre or, Manning or Brady gets on the field, and they have 2:40 left. And the ball's on the 3, and they got to go 97 yards.
We've seen it.
And we've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the most dramatic, unbelievable thing to watch.
Absolutely.
Well, in traditional soccer, that's every game. Yeah. Every game has those moments.
Mm-hmm. I went to the World Cup in '94.
Yeah.
And I saw Belgium and Saudi Arabia play at RK Stadium. It was a 1-0 Saudi Arabia win. I swear to God, it was the most exciting 90
It's unbelievable. Yeah, no. And I mean, so, do I like to see a game when it's 16-3, which I think, what would we see this year? 14 to, what was the
14-5.
Yeah. I mean, it's great if you're a Blast fan because you don't have to worry. By the middle of the third quarter, you're pretty much like, okay, this one's in the bag. But at the same time, and this is good, people get mad at me. I'd rather watch like the Utica loss in overtime. What was that, 7-6?
Yeah.
Because the drama was so much greater.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know.
I told you last year we had a doubleheader weekend.
Yeah.
We played 2 games, and those 2 games we had, we scored like 29 times.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh my God, man! I had to play Celebration so much. It was just ridiculous.
For those just tuning into the web show here, Facebook Live show, a couple people have asked, hey, you guys mentioned there was going to be some big announcements today. There still may be later today. We're not sure, but we're looking at tomorrow or possibly Wednesday. This is professional sports. This isn't, a neighborhood wiffle ball team where we just signed Big Billy, who lives off the street. The Blast and other teams in the league are doing a lot of moving around with players and things, and we're hoping we're going to get in that list.
Yeah.
But until things, are, as they say, signed on the dotted line, we don't like to make announcements or spread rumors.
Like I said earlier, I'm sure there's some Facebook people who think they know what's going on in here, and they'll tell you what's happening.
Yeah. Well, they don't know anything. I'm telling you the truth. And even if they do know, they're good for them. One thing, Gianni, we saw one of the great players in the league. Can't say he's ours as much as we'd love to.
Right.
Victor France. He's watching. We want to say hi to him. He signed this week with someone else, right? He played with Orlando over the weekend, yes. Correct? If you haven't had a chance, wherever Victor France ends up in this league, I think he's going to be an exciting player to watch.
Yeah, he is.
I'm looking.
He's been very good in the league. He's a good young player.
Yeah,
that's all we're going.
Happened to meet him. He was in Baltimore.
Yes.
Visiting some friends and doing some things. Got a chance to talk to Victor France. What a great guy. Young. He's the kind of guy, by the way, you can build a franchise around. What I mean by that is from a publicity standpoint. He's from Brazil. He speaks great English. Mm-hmm. He's a great looking kid. And he's a fantastic player.
Yeah, he is.
So looking forward to seeing his career develop. And I like being at an age now where I can call a professional athlete a kid. You know what I mean? Go ahead. You got to read them out loud, Gianni. You can't mumble.
I want to say hi to Lynn. Lynn's saying hi, gentlemen.
Hi, Lynn.
But I just love Dave Kowaleski. Dave is. We should really make him like the mayor of.
He's the only guy we wished a happy birthday to on the Blast. To me, Dave. What's the lady's name that runs the 2 ladies from the fan club?
We got Laura.
And who's the other one? I can't. I'm sorry.
Everyone's involved. Like Chrissy's involved.
Yeah, the let's just say the 4 or 5 people from the fan club, Dave Kowaleski, to me, are ultimate fans.
Oh yeah,
and they are some people we never want to upset, or we believe they're amazing people, and we're so proud to have them as part of our little thing.
Dave's good people.
Dave is great people, literally. What's he weigh now? 340, 350? Me and Dave, listen, I'll tell you a story. I saw Dave standing out front of a restaurant one time, and I got worried for a second because a police officer walked up, but all he said to Dave was, break it up. We'd love to come to Memphis and watch the 901 FC team, and we will hopefully get there one day. We are looking for a reason to get excited right now as a Blast fan, and I'm going to give people a reason.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
No,
you're the boss.
We're doing this quiz right now.
Yeah.
We should do a spelling bee one time because I know.
Me and you? Me against you?
Or anybody.
Hey, Dan, are you available? We need you to come in here real quick. We'll do a spelling bee right now. I'm not a guy that likes to even wait around. I get an idea on stage if I'm doing comedy.
You gotta do it.
I may have never talked about it in my life. I go for it right there. Bring your phone. Hurry up. We need you. Well, you and I will go head to head on a spelling bee right now.
I like it.
All right. We're going to have the funny thing is you and I will play by the what is it? The World Spelling, the WSBC, the World Spelling Bee Championships that they have on ESPN.
Yeah, they do.
We're going to play by those rules, and we'll see how Dan does. Dan, we would like to do, for anybody wondering, this is not made up. Dan is in the room. Dan, Gianni and I would like to have a spelling bee against each other, and we would like you to give us words. So we need to do this right away. The boss has to read a quick note, and we are looking forward to that. The big boss. We're live, Mr. Ed, just letting you know.
I got bad news.
Uh-oh. I'm turning you live, Mr. Ed. It has bad news.
Cory Booker just dropped out of the presidential campaign.
Cory Booker dropped that. Thank you,
What are we going to do now?
Mr. Ed just came by. to make it official. Not only do you get soccer stuff here, where else are you going to get politics, world events with the likes of a Mr. Ed Hale who knows everybody? Let me explain what just happened. Do you know who Cory Booker is?
I do.
Cory Booker was a mayor in New Jersey, went on to have great national success with the media. He was a darling. He has now dropped out of the presidential race, leaving only, in my opinion, 3 electable officials on the Democratic side. Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren,
And Biden.
I don't think Biden's electable.
I don't think he is either, but
I think Mayor
the guy
Boydovich.
from Indiana.
Is that how you say it? The gay mayor.
Yeah, Buttigieg or something like that.
Brian Boitano. That guy.
As they say on South Park. What would Brian Boitano
What would
do?
Brian Boitano do?
Come
on, you guys. That's stupid.
I just want to say real quick, I
Yes.
think it's funny that people don't pick up on the fact when they're being baited and, made
By
fun
the by the elected officials
Just
or
by-
those running?
just by anybody, when someone's like actively making fun of you, and you just don't pick up on it.
Who would that be? Like, give me an example.
It could be. It could. I would rather not,
Right.
but I could. Here, let me.
No, baby, say it.
I'd rather not. I haven't.
Is it a famous person?
No.
All right, write it down then. If you write me, I'm going to punch you in the face. Dan, come on, we're starting a spelling bee.
By the way, Larry David as Bernie Sanders.
This is the great. Did you see them together this week?
Oh my God!
Incredible. Where did what? The Danny bobblehead. I believe it was sold at auction for $3. Somebody was pissed they paid over. Yeah, exactly.
By the way, I have aced these. I missed one Chicago
I
team.
was listening.
It was unbelievable.
We still have more to do.
Well, just a couple. You've gone through all of them. Right now, Gianni, what we would like to do is start our spelling bee. And we are going to begin right now. We will do Gianni and Mickey, and we are ready to go.
I pulled up the scripts list.
Okay, here we go. This is from the scripts list, the official spelling bee people. It's Gianni versus Mickey. Gianni will go first as we flip the coin backstage to decide. No, we should do this official.
Let's do it official.
Do you have a coin?
I
Wait
probably
a minute.
do.
Oh, I just cashed my check. I have 3 pennies. All right, here we go. You call it in the air. Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Always go heads.
That was literally landed in the computer sideways.
Always go heads. Always go
What's wrong
heads.
with it's heads?
That's heads.
You have the right to go first or last.
I will defer.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, remember who your boss is, so make sure these.
Don't cheat. Here we go. Remember, Gianni, did you go to college?
No, actually, I
But
went to one semester. I hated
So
school.
yes, you went to college.
And then I worked at 98 Rocket.
I have a 9th grade education. I'm just saying I'm already, which is the truth, is it not?
It is. That
Okay,
was the truth.
here we go.
I graduated Curly, went for one semester.
We get it.
98 Rocket.
You're better than me. Spelling bee begins.
Hunting.
Punting. Can you use it in a sentence?
If you can't spell plane ticket, we're gonna be punting on 4th down.
Punting.
Yes.
Punting. Punting. Gianni's turn.
Crowd.
Crowd.
Crap.
Dude,
Dan, do you not understand this game?
you gotta start it. They're gonna break you in, baby.
Go ahead.
CROWD.
Correct. I had to think for a second. If that had
I have
a.
like 18 pages here.
Come on, we'll get to the harder ones.
She's like a little girl there. Like,
What is
come
going
man.
on? Just say a word.
Pakistan.
Pakistan. Pakistan. Pakistan. Pakistan.
That is incorrect. You have to say capital P
No,
for
you
a
don't.
proper.
No, you don't.
That does not count.
No, you don't.
Does not count.
It does
All
count.
right,
Go.
that's
Dan, you do understand we're live.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Chestnut.
CHESTNUT. Chestnut.
2-2.
Industrial.
Industrial. INDUSTRIAL. Industrial.
Spleen.
Spleen.
Spleen. SPLEEN. Spleen.
Concentrate.
Concentrate.
You ever see the Jeff Foxx?
Hold on.
movie?
Don't mess with me. I'm in a concentrate. Oh my God. I am not smart. CONSENTRATE. That's wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Concentrate. CONCENTRADE.
I knew the mistake I made as soon as I said it.
The redneck jokes. Have you ever gone up to an orange juice and put it to your head because it says
Concentrate. Yeah, you're right. I see the C in it now.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Son of a.
Transparencies.
Oh, it's my turn.
You got the last one right.
Transparencies. Transparent. All right. Transparencies. TRANSPARENCIES. Transparencies.
Son of a bitch. Go ahead.
It's like curly education.
Multiplication.
Multiplication. Can you please use it in a sentence?
Did you fail your multiplication?
Did I fail my multiplication class? Multiplication. Multiplication. MULTIPLA. No, I'm starting over. Multiplication. MULTIPLICATION. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Jesus. It's getting hot in here.
Hold on, we gotta take a time. He just pulled a muscle.
I did. Go ahead, Gianni.
Where's that?
Go ahead.
Remarkable.
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 That was kind of easy, but I got an easy one or two.
Beatboxing.
Beatboxing. I have to ask a question, and this is allowed. Is it one word? Is it one word?
Yes.
Okay. Beatboxing. BEATBOXING.
That's the most ridiculous thing. Could you imagine being in the scripts spelling bee and your word is beatboxing?
Use it in a sentence. Go ahead.
Stirrups.
Stirrups. That's you, homeboy. I just did beatboxing.
Stirrups. STIRRUPS. Stirrups.
Was that right? Okay. I didn't know.
I
I didn't know if it was one R or two.
I'm ready for more team names, by the way.
Yeah, we're getting right there. Hold on.
Proclamation.
Proclamation. You see, now you guys are just being jerks.
If this was a spelling bee
Proclamation.
of cuss words,
I got to think a second. I got to use my brain. So the proclamation is you proclaiming something.
correct.
So maybe the A's in there instead of the I. I'm going to guess. I don't know, but PROCL. Here's the letter that's going to screw me. Proclamation. PROCLAMATION. Okay. All right. I had to use the root word.
That's fine.
Proclaim.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I'm with you.
We're not being timed.
No, clearly. We could time this with a sundial.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead, Dan.
Madagascar.
Oh, Madagascar. Come on.
Madagascar. MADAGASCAR. Madagascar.
He got it right. Go ahead.
Incomprehensible.
Incomprehensible. Dan wants you to win. He's an ass
Let me
kisser.
just tell you real quick. Lewis, Curly is CURLEY. Our school was not one of the Three Stooges.
Here we go. What was my word again?
Sorry.
What was my word again?
Jeez.
Incomprehensible.
Incomprehensible. INCOMPREHENSIBLE.
Well done. Well done. That was excellent.
Thank you. We are now tied right now.
No, we're not. You missed one.
No, I'm saying
Oh, yeah.
you're a question behind me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I defer.
Right.
You always pick heads, by the way, on a coin flip.
I agree.
Always.
Go ahead, Dan.
Commodore.
Commodore.
COMMODORE. All right, let's do one more each.
Yeah.
Misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor. Is that a woman? Like misdemeanor? No, I'm kidding.
Hold on
All
a
right.
second. It's Gianni. Why am I like, wait?
Can we stick to the game, please? I have misdemeanor.
Hey,
Which if I
give
lose
him-
this,
give
I'm
him
going
my-
to commit one.
Oh, jeez.
Misdemeanor. MIS. Demeanor. D. MISSD. Am I going to finish this word? Misdemeanor. MISD. Oh my God. EMEANOR. Wow.
Oh, well done.
I just shocked myself.
Well done.
Go ahead. You get this when you win.
Hail.
That does not count. That is no. He's kissing
Wait,
ass.
wait a
He
minute.
laughed when he said
I'm
it.
sorry. Is it hail to the chief? Or
Hail boss dance.
No way. No way, Gianni. You're not. You even admit that. Go.
Go
Do it.
no, go ahead. Go ahead, Dan.
It's all right.
Seriously, hail. I had misdemeanor in beatboxing.
Coincidence.
Coincidence.
Coincidence. COINCIDENCE. Coincidence.
You win.
All right, let's do some,
10-9 was the final.
Let's do some more,
Congratulations. I am not smart.
let's do some more team names.
Back to Gianni and the team names, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, before we get started back to the team names, I want to remind everybody that next Monday, a week from today, the 20th of January, is MLK Day. We have an amazing game against Sonora.
Sonora de Soleis.
2:05.
Soleis.
It's a schools out game. 2:05 in the afternoon. All the kids are off school. A lot of parents don't have to work because it is the great Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King Day here in America. And we'd like you to bring out. We also have a young group of kids who are going to recite some of the I Have a Dream speech.
Berkshire Elementary.
I went to Berkshire
Did you?
for half a year
There you go.
before we moved to the farm.
Berkshire Elementary. They're going to
Yep.
perform at halftime. We also have our Baltimore Blast MLK Day soccer tournament
Yes.
from 8 to 1 before the Blast game.
Yep.
So we have a U8, U9 girls
Yeah.
bracket set. We still need a 2010 girls team.
2010 girls
So if
team
you're
we're
a
looking for to fill the
2010
tournament up.
If you're a 2010 girls team, we would like to talk to you about coming into our tournament. We just got to sell some tickets as your entry fee, and you're good to go.
Sounds good, Gianni. We're going to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching and playing along. It really is a lot of fun having everybody aboard with us. Also looking for sponsors for the show, for the live Facebook live shows and the webcast shows. If you haven't been to the webcast channel on YouTube, please subscribe. It's the what's the name? The official.
It is the unofficial Blast webcast.
Yes.
So we're
Please go there right now. In fact, let me put that up so people can just click on that.
By the way, while you're doing that, we're going to send a little shout out to our old friend from 98 Rock, Delana.
I love Delana.
Delana had a freak accident on New Year's Eve.
What?
Messed her elbow up pretty bad.
Oh, Delana.
So she is home recouping right now as we speak. I spoke to her last night just to check in on her. She got to have a rough go of it, but
Well, give her my love. I always loved Delana.
yeah, she's
What a
good.
great gal she is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm putting up the name of the YouTube channel.
Yep.
Please go subscribe right now if you can, and be a part of this. It's going to be we're doing a lot of fun stuff on there.
And don't forget, like Mickey said, next Monday, 2:00, Sonora plays on the same size field we do. It's going to be an outstanding game. You're going to be sitting home. It's a 2:00 game. So, and then we have San Diego coming in on January 25th, which is going to renew a huge rivalry. So it's going to be a good soccer week coming up.
The MISL came back into existence in 2001.
Correct.
In that period from 2001, 2008, give me the name of the Detroit team.
They were either the Neon or the Rockers.
You are incorrect.
Hold on, Ignition.
He's correct. All right. You only get 3 guesses at a name.
That's fine. Well, they have so many cities have.
We're moving on.
Go ahead.
Harrisburg.
Heat.
Kansas City.
Attack or Comets.
Correct. Milwaukee.
Wave.
Monterey.
They were the La Raza.
That is incorrect in this time frame.
Okay, they could go back with the Flash.
Incorrect.
Oh, Monterey.
One more.
La Raza, the Flash.
La Raza.
Geez, who was Monterey then?
I'm sorry. One of the names was La Raza.
Okay, that's what I thought.
The other names were Fury.
Oh, yeah, they were
And
Fury.
I guess that's Tigers or Tigres.
I guess they were the Tigres, but I do remember the Fury.
New Jersey.
They were the Iron Men.
Orlando.
They had a team back then.
Hold
on.
on. None of these are trick questions, I promise.
I didn't know Orlando had one. I knew Tampa Bay had the Terror, but I thought this Orlando team now that's playing the Seawolves was the first Orlando team that they had. I know Tampa Bay. I'm going to go back to that. Go ahead.
No, you got to answer it or you get it wrong.
I don't remember Orlando.
So you got it wrong. It's the Sharks. You wouldn't even have remembered, would you?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay. Philadelphia.
They were the Kicks.
Very
2
good.
X's.
St. Louis.
You can go Storm or Ambush.
Both are incorrect.
Okay. What? St. Louis.
Both are
Did they come back
incorrect.
to the Steamers then?
They did.
Okay.
Oh, you got that right. And you got Philadelphia right. I'm sorry. San Diego.
They were the Sockers.
Cleveland.
Crunch.
Dallas.
Psychics.
California.
California. Hold on. They were the Cougars.
And the last, Chicago.
Oh, geez. Again, we could go. It could be Soul, Riot, Power, Mustangs.
None of those are right.
Hold on.
One more guess.
Hold on. So wait a minute.
You've guessed 4.
I'm going because they've had like 10 teams. So they've had the Riot, they've had the Soul, they've had the Mustangs, they've had the Power. Oh, jeez, whiz. Were they the Shockers or something like that?
Storm.
Did I say Storm?
You did not.
Oh, okay. I do, because they had a huge fight with Cleveland that year.
Now, we're basically coming to 2014, the NISL, MISL 3 folded. Give me the name of the team from Norfolk.
They were the Sharks.
Omaha.
Vipers.
Missouri.
Comets.
Wichita.
They were either the Wings or the
Got it.
B-52s.
Syracuse.
Said Storm earlier in the broadcast.
Thank you.
But not in this category, Dan. Mind your own business. Get back
I
in there
did
and
say
call
Chicago
people.
Storm. Thank you.
All right, fair enough.
Syracuse were the Silver Knights.
Who did we just say?
Syracuse, Silver Knights.
Yes. St. Louis.
Oh, they were the Steamers when they came back.
No.
Were they the Ambush again?
They were.
Okay.
Rockford.
They were the Rampage.
Rochester.
Lancers.
You got Philadelphia. Pennsylvania.
Roar.
This is unbelievable. You got everything, dude. You missed one out of all of those. Let me see something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 83 teams you named. You got one wrong. 83 teams. Now, ladies and gentlemen, those who ask when they look at this show, we've asked many times. We're going to ask you, the listener, viewer, right now, this question, because it really does help prove something that I will address at the end of this 1.5 minutes. We're going to give people to vote. Looking at the screen right now, sit up evenly. Now, you're going to be a little bit taller than me, but let's try to make our heads proportionate and all that. Okay. Who is uglier? Again, who is uglier? Mickey or Gianni? Just type that in, please. Who is uglier? Mickey or Gianni? Who is uglier? Now, we're a little bit behind.
We are.
So let's remind everybody, next Monday, 2:05 CQ Arena. Go on BaltimoreBlast.com or give a call here to the office for tickets. 410-73 Blast. We have the team Monterey from Mexico coming in. They're a phenomenal franchise. I'm Sonora. I'm sorry. Sonora. Phenomenal franchise. We played them in the 2018 Newman Cup.
Mark was quick.
Yeah, Mark was quick to throw me under the bus.
We played 16 and 17.
So that's the year?
Yeah. 2 years in a row.
So it's going to be quite a game. You definitely want to get there. One vote for Mickey. Jennifer, we need an answer, please. Who is uglier, Mickey or Gianni? We need you guys to start typing so we can keep score. And right now, Mickey is one uglier than Gianni. So please, kids, type away and help Mickey and Gianni out so that we're not just sitting here in dead air waiting for you to respond. We don't know how far we're behind.
By the way, I do feel pretty good about my my soccer team knowledge. And I was looking.
Dude, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, that's impressive.
Like, I was looking at your list there. I knew that Hershey was the impact.
Yeah.
I knew. What did he say?
I don't know. Do you listen? I don't listen. Patricia, there is neither answer. Clearly, one of us is uglier than the other.
Look at Mark.
Yeah, Mark. Gianni's the boss, and I like his job. But Patricia, we need an answer, please. Who is uglier? It's not. You're not going to hurt either one of our feelings. Neither one of us think we're that good looking in the first place.
That's right.
All right, so it's 2 for Mickey, who's uglier. Moving on. The answer a month ago was Gianni Tumanello. So it is 2-1.
Hey, Mark, you might want to have a little talk tonight with somebody.
Yeah, exactly. No, you be quiet. And Jennifer, you and Mark both have nothing to worry about because Gianni may be the boss, but I think I could take him in a fight. So if it comes down to it, we're going out back. Come on, people. I know there's not just 3 of you watching. We can see there's over 60. Gianni hands down 2-2. Who is uglier, Mickey or Gianni? Yes, not who's funnier, not who's more likable. That clearly is not a fair choice.
Thanks to
We are moving on here. You never played Christmas shoes.
Oh, that's right. Remember that?
It's your job. I don't play music.
I told you I wasn't going to play that. Oh, my God.
Can we get it on the phone or something?
We'd probably get shut off if we do that.
No other players along here, Gianni, and
No.
we're trying.
That's all right.
Both looking good. Team Gianni. So what does that mean? I'm uglier?
Yes.
Then just say it, Lynn. Say I'm uglier. Just say the words, Mickey is uglier. I'll give you that one. Lynn just went on the list. Anyway, Ed Hale's here walking by. Ed, we're playing a little game called Who is Uglier?
You are.
Me. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate the answer. I didn't even say who the contestants were. Could have been 2 other people. Ed just picked me. I'm uglier. God dang it.
Well, look, at least you can say you won something this morning.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you know?
Well, look at it. Lewis Melcher asked the question, Mark, how long does it actually take to set up the floor now that it's down to a science for you? Mark answers, none of your business. Which is the way we like to do things here at the Blast, which is straightforward, I believe is the word.
It's very straightforward.
Well, Gianni, clearly this week I'm uglier. I think it's the hair this week. I'm going to come in next week with a haircut, maybe even later this week.
Or I had to put a hat on. Man.
No, I don't look
I told
good in
you
hats.
before we started that hat should be in your van.
I think it is in my van. The problem is 8,000 other things are in that
True.
van, and I couldn't find it. I thought it was in there when I left.
Don't forget, if you want to join our MLK tournament, we need a 2010 girls team.
Yep.
And you can email me. You can call the office here. But basically, just looking for one 2010 girls team. The U8, U9 girl bracket is complete. I'm sure we still have one more bracket we're working on. I got some teams that are interested.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But this was a good day.
Good show, fun.
Hopefully, we'll have some announcements for you in the next 24, 48 hours. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be Wednesday.
Absolutely. And let me remind everybody, if you have not yourself as an adult been to a Baltimore Blast indoor game or taken the kids, you are truly missing out on one of the most affordable, incredibly fun, worth every penny you spend moments that you can get. It's a live professional sporting event. The adrenaline is nonstop. The environment is incredibly safe at CQ Arena. Free parking. I mean, it's just a great family time, and we try to make it. Fun for the adults as well.
And actually, we have the next 2 games we have are teams that you don't see come here.
Correct.
You got Sonora, you got San Diego.
Yeah.
And those are 2, prime teams that come in that you never get to see come to Baltimore.
It's true.
We don't know when they're going to come back.
So, what you're saying, Johnny, is very true.
You need to come out and check these 2 teams out. Obviously, San Diego has been a rival since '84.
One thing I want to say before we go here, met a guy last week at my show who said that he was a big fan of my comedy and stuff, and he came to see me do comedy. But he said he took his kids to the Utica game.
Okay.
And he had never been. His kids had never really shown interest, but he got them tickets based on me. and they had the time of their lives, and they're coming to many more. The guy's name was Phil. I don't remember his last
Awesome.
name.
It was good here.
Yeah, no, it was great, and it had nothing to do with you.
Real
All right,
quick,
yeah.
Danny, no bobblehead this year. We're doing a pint class this year.
Yes,
Change up a little bit.
yes. We were going to do the Mickey the Gianni bobblehead, but
This head's big enough
yeah,
to-
we couldn't get a head small enough.
freaking ears and the nose.
Dude, if I pull my ears out, they'll look at it.
I've been told
That's my curious
I-
George impression.
I've been told that the ears and the nose are
Very Italian.
very, no doubt.
Very Italian.
Yep.
Hey kids, have a great time. Next Monday, December 20th, MLK Day, live, CQ Arena, 2:05 kickoff. We take on Sonora. Great game.
We'll be back this week too.
We will be. Tickets available at BaltimoreBlast.com and also at 410-73 Blast. Take care,
Have a good
everybody.
day, guys.
See ya.